Hi everyone, and welcome to the weekend shave, to the Sunday shave. A few new products today. As you know, I ordered a few products quite reasonably priced from a British shaving website, and I'll put the website in the description of the video. Maguire's Barbershop. I think that's right, yeah. But I'll put it in the description. And I bought a new razor, and the price was it £8, something like that. It's quite inexpensive. It arrived. It's a Figaro safety razor, number 828, and I thought, right, I'll give it a go. It comes in a box. That's the box. And it also, inside that, it comes in this case. It comes with a mirror, which is quite loose, by the way, because it wasn't. There we go, it drops. That's a blade holder, and that's the case. Not very well made, but it's what you expect for £8. Now, this is the razor itself. It's a twist to open double-edged razor. That's a second-hand Astra green. Now the only thing is, I don't know if you can see this on here, but the build, when you get it, you can tell straight away it's light. Not as light as a Yuma, but it's light. You can tell it's not an expensive razor, but it looks okay for the money. But the only thing that worries me is the blade alignment. It may not show on camera, is wider that end than that end. Can you see? Can you tell? I don't know whether it shows up on camera, but it's you can certainly tell it's not. I mean, look at that, it's way out, this piece here. Anyway, it doesn't look very good. You can tell it's cheaply made, but I'll give it the benefit of the doubt and I will try it and see what happens. I have got another razor on standby just in case it's not working. Before all that, how are you doing? I hope you're doing okay. New razor, new soap. Musgo, and that is spiced citrus oil soap. Now, as all pucks, new soaps, I always soak as I shower. I fill, in this case, the red mixing bowl with water, and I soak the puck. Now, it's looking very, very aerated. It's not. This is how I do it. There's many ways you can do it, but I sort of drain the water a bit, and then I start to create. I'm using the Semogue 830, by the way, and I start to create my lather onto the puck like this. It's moving about, doesn't matter. It's a transparent soap, and I'll show you that later when I finish the shave. But we'll see how it's. The smell is wonderful. When I smelt it first, it smells like the zest of a grapefruit. That's my immediate take. Go on, have a snifter. Right, I'm gonna get into this because I want to see how it's. Oh yeah, lovely. It's like a zest, a citrus. Somebody's peeling or scraping, zesting a lemon, but in my case, I can smell grapefruit. Beautiful. Now it seems to be lathering okay, but it's not the easiest to lather as I've had before, and I think I've got a feeling you've got to be quite quick with this or it'll aerate, it'll disappear. And that's with soaking it in water, creating the lather. Brush has been soaking, but it's not so bad, it's okay. The scent is wonderful. Right, let's try this razor. you know, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You've got to, this is what I say, you've got to remember when you come into a bathroom what you're using, how much you paid for it. The build quality, especially of the head, is not very good. It looks okay, it feels okay, there's nothing loose, but we'll see. Yeah, it's quite aggressive actually. The sound I can hear is very, very tinny, which tells me it's inexpensive. It's a bit like the Yuma sounding. Now the blade isn't aligned, and it's a bit like a slant actually. I've just caught, I had a little pimple thing that I've just remembered then when I caught it. Never mind. That's not the razor's fault, that's my fault. But whew, that's very aggressive that. It shouldn't be like that because the blade isn't aligned. It's like a slant, slightly. One side is I can use it, but look at this soap, is dissipating. Right, wait a minute. Very difficult. But I love the scent, so I'm gonna. Right. Look at that blood. Good audio feedback. Wow. Bear with me 1 minute. I'm just going to get the Styptic pencil. Right, I'm back. I'm just going to put the Styptic pen. Oh yeah. Swine. That hurts. Oh yeah, bugger. Right. I'll carry on with it. This soap is terrible. It's a shame really, because it's one of these soaps. I could add things to it, glycerin, but you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to. This is my opinion, by the way, but then again, it's all in the fun, I suppose, and I'll just keep going to the puck. But dissipate. That's not so bad. The only thing, really, once you know, it's how can you say? It's not what I expected. I thought it would create a good creamy lather I'm used to, but it's a new one to me, this. The scent is fantastic. As I say, like a zest of a grapefruit. It's a bit harder to create the lather, or a bit longer to create the lather than normal. It does create a lather, and it does a good performance during the shave, but you've got to be quick, that's all. It dissipates, it sort of aerates and disappears across the growth using this. Ooh, I tell you, that's so out of line. It could be a one-off with this razor, I don't know. If anybody else owns this razor, I don't know if you found the same, it's not aligned. It's like a slant, but it's not supposed to be. And it's quite dangerous actually, if you're not used to it. Maybe you can hear that aggression. Would I suggest people buy it? Not really. No. If I was you, I'd put the money, I'd put another £10 to it or something like that. £10–15 and go for something like a Parker. Now, you know, with as I say, it's a cheap, inexpensive razor. Does the job, but that's my fault, by the way. I had a pimple, I remember just as I started shaving. But it shaves, but you've got to be very careful, it's so out of line. Now the Yuma is cheaper to buy than this, and I've had no problem with the blade alignment, everything works okay. So that's poor builder, that's very, I don't know if you can see it on here, it's way out. Very poor workmanship, and it's nothing to do with the blade, everything's as it should be. If I redo it again, tighten it, it's the same, it's out. It's like a, can you see there now, it's like a slant, it's thinner up there and more blade exposure here. It may not look a lot, it's the same that side. Oof, not good. So going back to this now, see how it's dissipated, so dip under the water and back onto the puck. It's no problem, it's just more work, you know, creating a lather, which I don't mind at all. It's a good performing soap when it's on. It's a beautiful scent, zesty, which I like. So I don't mind the extra work in a way, as long as you expect it. But as I say, I could add things to this to make it more sort of creamier, but you shouldn't have to really. And I'm quite happy with it. It is an oil soap as well, so that doesn't, oil and soap really don't mix as much. That looks worse than it is actually. Just bear with me. Clean up. Right, we'll clean that up after. It's not one of the best shaves I've had, but if you're new to de-shaving, I would highly suggest you don't go near something cheap like this, because it could be dangerous. You know, when you're shaving this way and you're used to it, you can put your mind to using this sort of thing. But if someone hadn't used a razor like this before and bought that and used it, they could cut you to bits and give you the worst shave you've ever had and put you off de-shaving for life. Really? God, scare you away. Right. Good audio feedback. But a bit job, but gotta be very wary. Right, I'm just gonna rinse. I'm not gonna go against the growth on the moustache area with that. Just bear with me. I'll go for some pickups now, but right. Let's clean that up, okay. Let's see what we're doing. Right, septic pen. Dip the under the water and scream for your life. That's another thing I've bought, you'll see in another video, is a new alum block. I've got a lot of them, but I don't. Some people use an alum block as part of their routine, you know, for their face, nothing wrong with that. But I don't find the need to do that, you know. I use it now and again. Oh, this is enough for pickups. Beautiful scent though, I'll give them that. But you just have to work harder on the lather, really. Harder on the lather, get it? Right. Slickness. Slickness. Not bad, it's there, but it's not the best. But it is there, to be fair, but not as good as some of the soaps. So, ooh, just a touch there, it is wet. That's lovely. Okay, so I'll just rinse again. So not one of my best shaves. Well, certainly not one of my worst either, but Thayers Witch Hazel, that'll do it good. And this will give you no pain. Right, while that goes off, I won't be using that again. No, that won't be used again. Looks okay, the handle's fantastic, but the mechanism on the top, the head is way out. Not good, really, but it's a very inexpensive razor, so you can't expect the best quality build. That's what you pay for. So if you wanted my opinion, you know, if you're new to this and you've got to watch the pennies to this way of shaving, don't go for the cheapest, because things like this can, you know, if you're new to this way of shaving and you use that, it could really cut you and put you off, because it feels very aggressive on one side, which can be dangerous, that if you're not used to it. So in my opinion and my advice to anybody would be to save a bit more and go for something like a Parker or an Edwin Jagger, £20 mark, and it'll do. Or a Yuma. That's an aggressive razor, little devil of a razor that. It's got a bite to it. That's cheaper, but at least the main important part of the razor is aligned, which it isn't on this. There's an overhang. It feels lighter, you can tell it's inexpensive, but that's the only thing. If that was aligned, that'd be a good little buy, good razor, but it's not, it's out. It could be a one-off. Well, it's bad luck on their part because I've got that one-off one and it's not good. So I won't be using this again, and I wouldn't recommend anybody buy it, which is a shame because their soap, if it's the same firm, Figaro, is fantastic. Semogue 830 brush, good brush. Styptic pencil today. Thayers Unscented Witch Hazel, and now Williams Ice Blue Aqua Velva bottle, and this is from the same website. Aqua Velva is the same as the American version. It's a lighter blue, comes in a glass bottle, and maybe a lighter, the same sort of fragrance but a bit lighter, not as strong, I don't think. But it's a lovely scent. Yeah, you can smell it here, that's lovely. So it's very much the same as the American version, but I think the American version is slightly stronger, and it comes in a plastic bottle, whereas this comes in glass. Williams Ice Blue Aqua Velva. Well, it's not the same firm, I don't think. It's made by Unilever, but it looks like it's made by Unilever, but in Italy, by the looks of it. I don't know. Could be wrong, but it's a good product. Lovely. I'm glad I bought it. So, oh, it's lovely. Oh, smell that. Go on. Your nostrils on that. And then, to put the protection back, I'm using the Arko Extra Sensitive. So just a blob of that, that's enough. So have you had some good shaves? I hope so. And products, and we're all the same. Once you start buying, you want to try and hide it from the world. It's all good fun, isn't it? Makes it worthwhile. I tell you what, this mixed with that Aqua Velva, the ice blue, that's lovely, lovely scent. So as I say, this firm is British, in Newcastle I think they're, Maguire's, and I'll put a link to their website. I'm not paid by them, I've bought all this, they don't even know I'm doing this, so it's nothing like that. I would tell you if it was, but I thought they were very reasonably priced products in there, and the service was good. You know, it was very good, and they even email you after to give a review of each product, what you think of it. You can see what it's going to be for that one. But there again, you know, you can run it down to the ground. It's a very inexpensive razor, so you don't expect it to be a top build, but I would expect it to be correct and safe to use, which that isn't in my opinion. No way. So pimple disaster averted now. I mean, I've had a shave, good shave, no soreness, no irritation, no cuts, apart that's my fault at all. It shaved me, but I had to be aware of it. And I don't like that. I like to put a bit of trust in the razor, knowing it's correctly assembled. But there we go. The soap, Musgo Real. It's a difficult, it's like the Williams mug soap. It's a difficult one to lather. As you can see now, look, it's aerated, it's dissipated. When you lather it and you apply it, you shave with it, fantastic. The performance is good, the scent is good, but it doesn't last. The lather doesn't last long enough really. But if you're willing to go back to the puck, which is no bother, and reapply it, it's there again. So it works, but it's just a bit more work in using it, in my opinion. But I'm glad I bought it. The scent is lovely, performance is good. It just needs a bit more tender, loving care. Fantastic. And of course the Williams Ice Blue Aqua Velva. The same scent, a bit lighter maybe than the American version, but good, and it's a nice glass bottle. And of course the Thayers Unscented Witch Hazel Styptic Pencil, Arko Extra Sensitive. I could carry on, but I won't. So yeah, have a fantastic rest of Sunday, weekend. Lamb again tomorrow. People say, oh, you like your lamb. Well, the reason is lamb is quite expensive here, and the weird thing is New Zealand lamb is cheaper than the Welsh lamb in some places. It's ridiculous. But anyway, this is Welsh lamb. It was on offer and I've bought it again because I do enjoy it. And tomorrow it'll be the same. I think it's roast potatoes, maybe mashed or maybe whole, I don't know yet. Yorkshire pudding, broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, and lots of gravy. And maybe one or two cheeky cold ones from the fridge. During cooking, whilst eating, and after. It's got to be done. Thanks for all your support again. Thanks for watching, all your comments, and thanks for being there. You know, it's very much appreciated. So you see the shaves. You know, I don't edit cuts. If I'm not happy about something, I'll say, just honest. You know, friend to friend chat. Really, nothing. You know, that's what I think of it. So I wouldn't recommend buying that. I'd recommend putting a bit more money together, wait a bit longer, whatever, and get something like a Parker or Edwin Jagger DE89, something like that, which is well built, or a Yuma. You know, that's a cheaper razor, cheaper than this, or it was until they become popular, and then the price goes up. But yeah, not very happy with that. It's it would have been a bargain, a good razor, but the head isn't assembled correctly, which is a shame. Anyway, good shave, thoroughly enjoyed the shave, you know, doesn't matter, I still enjoy it. And didn't have to use the standby, which was, if anybody's interested, the Merca Future. I had it on standby, on setting number 4 with a Wilkinson sword blade in it, but didn't need it, and I'm glad I kept the shave going. Anyway, keep going. I keep going on at the end. I'll have to stop. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic weekend and a great week next week until I see you Wednesday for the midweek shave. And we got the Welsh flowers this week, the daffodil. So it'll be St. David's Day shortly, next month, I think it is. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you Wednesday for the midweek shave. Take care.